Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Beautiful Kinks, and I wanted to bring you guys a story time, okay? As you can see by the title, this is gonna be a story time about something superficial, but it mattered to me at the time, okay? Before I start this video, let me give a disclaimer real quick, okay? Don't come for me. Because this was a preference. We all have preferences, and I'm not gonna be judged by my preferences. So, and also I was young, and it is what it is, okay? So let's talk about it. So this is gonna be about the time I went on a date with a short guy. A small guy, not a little man, not, you know, that category. Let me tell you the story. So basically, this guy reached out to me over social media, and after liking my pictures or whatever, and he reached out and stuff, and I was like, okay, he ain't really my type, you know, he's not the type that I go for, but I'll give him a chance. I entertain. It was somebody to, mind you, I had just got out of a relationship, and you know, I was in my woes, and I was basically coming out of my woes, but I was still looking for like something to do, like somebody to entertain me. Like, I'm bored, you know what I mean? So it was like that. And that's a whole other story, girl. He reached out and he was just like, yeah, you know, you look beautiful, or hey, beautiful, or something like that. And I was just like, he's talking to me. He's talking to me. Okay. He ain't really my type, but he wasn't ugly. He wasn't an unattractive guy. He just wasn't the guy that I would usually, like, if I had to pick out in a crowd, I wouldn't pick him. Just wasn't, y'all get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so he was just like, hey, what's up? Hey, beautiful, whatever he said. And I was just like, hey. So we talked back and forth via social media, you know, through the messages or whatever. And it got to a point where he was just like, I think he asked me for my number. Yeah, he had to ask me for my number because I wasn't gonna ask him for his. That's just how I worked back in them days. I'm like, if you don't ask me, then it is what it is. We ain't gonna be talking then. Like, I was so young and so like, just set in my ways. I had a lot of growing up to do, but yes. So he asked for my number, we texted and stuff, and he asked to take me out. And I was like, cool. But while we were texting and stuff, before we got to the, you know, let me take you out thing, I was trying to get to know him a little bit, like, you know, where you from, what do you do, yada, yada, yada. And I was trying to make it seem less interrogational and less interviewee, but it just kind of, it was a vibe. Like, he was real cool, real chill. So I was like, cool. So he answered all my questions, and then somehow we got to the topic of like physique and like how we looked and stuff like that. And it came up like, oh, how tall are you? And he told me he was 5'8". I said, oh, okay, cool. That was shorter than what I was used to anyway. It's because I dated a 6'4" dude, so whatever. And I'm like barely 5'2", so it wasn't like I sought him out to be 6'4", but it just happened that way. So I was just like, I'm used to dating taller guys. So by him being 5'8", that would have been the shortest I've ever dated. So yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Like, he taller than me, so at this point I don't really care. That's cool. I told him how tall I was. He was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, you know, you ain't that far away, whatever. I'm like, yeah. And so basically we set a date to go out. We went to the show. We call it the show here in the Midwest, but basically the movie theater. Okay, so when we met up, we decided to meet up somewhere to grab something to eat first. And when we met up, y'all, you know, he had a decent car. You know, he had a decent job from what he told me. He out here single, had no kids, all that kind of thing. I was like, oh, he checking off all the boxes. Like, okay. And this dude, he pulls up. Oh, he came around that car. That dude was no 5'8" nothing, okay? He was barely clearing 5'4". I was so mad, y'all. Like, he added extra inches, okay? You ain't no 5, what? Huh? Imagine how upset I was. And I know this is like the most superficial story, whatever, but I'm just telling you my experience. And at the time I was young and I wanted what I wanted, period. Like, and this dude, I was just so disappointed. I was also upset because he lied. It was like, so you're a liar. Okay. Like, why would you lie about your height? That's nothing you can change. It is what it is. And if a woman decides she doesn't want to be with you because of that, that's her prerogative, and you just move on to somebody else who willing to accept it. Like, that's it. Yeah, that was the whole thing mostly. It was just like, okay, like you basically my height, like, and it turned me off. I ain't gonna lie, it turned me off. I was like, this ain't gonna work. Because I was just thinking so far ahead. I'm like, what if I actually fell in love with this dude? For one, he's a liar, okay? I wouldn't be able to trust him. Two, what if we actually fell in love and had kids and got married and all this stuff? My kids would be so short. I can't do that to my sons. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm already short. I can't do that to my baby boys. Like, sue me. So yes, all this is playing in my mind, and I'm just like, like, but I didn't want to seem as shallow as I actually was. And he knew I was feeling some type of way about his height. He knew. That's why he lied about his height. He can't even fault me on that. But I didn't want to like just, you know, okay, bye, nice to meet you, goodbye, forever. Like, I didn't want to just drive off and ditch the man. So I was like, okay. I'm like, we could just be friends. And my mom, I'm like, don't panic. Just, he could be a friend. Don't even worry about it. So we still ended up going to the show. I forgot what we went to go see. I don't even know. It was so long ago, y'all. I don't even remember what we saw. Maybe it was like some kind of action movie, maybe some kind of Avengers movie or something. I don't know. But we went to go see it, and that's another reason why I was upset. It was a movie I really wanted to see, and I'm like, yes, I'm finally getting to see this movie, but I gotta see it with Disney. Okay. We here now. He seemed nice over the phone. I like talking to him or whatever, texting and stuff. So let's just see where it goes. Let's give him a chance. Even though my mind, I was already like, nope, ain't gonna work, nope. But I was still trying to like put forth the effort anyway. And then we were already out. So I was like, okay, let's just go to the show. So we went to see the movie and stuff. I don't remember finishing the movie with him. I really don't. Like, that's how my memory worked, child. If you were a relevant factor, okay, I erased you completely. I don't know, it's hard to remember all the fine details. Just say for the sake of the video, we watched the movie. Mind you, we standing in line for like snacks and popcorn and stuff. Everybody looking at us. I'm like, don't look at me. Like, I was so embarrassed, y'all. I was trying so hard to just be like, hey, bro, what's up? Oh, yeah, it's all good, yeah. You know, don't put your arm around my waist, move your hand. No, we ain't together. I was trying to make it clear to everybody around that we were not a thing. We were not an item, okay? Period. I think he sensed that I was kind of like a little distant, you know, that way. And then just, which, I mean, I felt bad, but at the same time, I'm like, this is my life. I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, I gotta live. I gotta be happy with my decisions, and this ain't making me happy. But yeah, so we do all that, we get the snacks, so we go to the theater, and this dude, I'm feeling some type of way already. I'm like, I'm embarrassed, I'm like annoyed, I'm just like over it. He had the nerve to put his arm around me, y'all. Like, I'm like, okay, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, I just didn't want to be bothered. Like, and I hated that it was coming off so obvious, but the way I am, you gonna know how I feel. Like, I can't hide it. I tried to mask it. I tried to like put my body language and my face is gonna tell it all. Like, so I don't even have to say anything. But yeah, so we went through that. We finished the date and stuff. I didn't want to do nothing else. He was trying to go out to eat or something he was trying to do. I was like, oh no, I gotta get home, you know. Ooh, look at the time. And that was my way of trying to like break free. And needless to say, I ghosted him after that. Like, he reached out a few times during text and social media, and I blocked him. I think I blocked him. I don't know, girl. Look, I just didn't hear from him no more. I didn't want to hear from him no more. I, you know, stopped reaching out because I wasn't interested, and that was a very immature way of letting him know that. But at the time, I was young. Like, I'm gonna blame it on my age, okay? I was young, and I didn't know how to really say that without hurting his feelings. So I was just like, I'm gonna just not say nothing. I'm gonna just go on about my life, and maybe he'll catch the hint. And to this day, I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. I haven't seen him on social media at all. So hopefully he's all right. But It was a no for me, dog. I just want to say, I want to put this other disclaimer out there. I am not that person anymore. Like, I am not like that. Okay, mind you, yes, I still want what I want, but I'm not like, okay, if he's not clearing 6 foot whatever or 6 feet tall, I don't want it. Now, since I've, I've gotten older, I've experienced a little more, I've dated, a little more. I've had guys who were 6 feet, who weren't 6 feet, they weren't his height, but they weren't super tall either. So I'm open as long as you're over 5'8". No. No, but yes, that's my story, guys. Don't judge me. It is what it is. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please come back. I'm not shallow. Like, I got more stories. And like this video, subscribe for more uploads, because I want to share these stories with y'all. I got a lot of them. Now that I think about it, I have so many experiences that I just want to put out there and see if anybody else can relate, and maybe help somebody else and let them know that, hey, you're not by yourself. It just happened to me too. So yes, be ready for that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.